Your eyes
I
barely
thought I
open.
was gone. I'm trying to be where
You know, you're really on.
I'm
Please
trying
believe you
to
got
be
me
where you
beat.
are. Nah, I don't think so.
You ain't done smiling yet.
That's the sign of really being high, boy.
Alright, I'm serious now.
Alright, man.
Yeah, y'all ever seen Towley on South Park? Bro, y'all never seen Towley?
Who?
Towley on South Park.
I'm a big South Park fan.
Bro, all he do is get high and he's a towel. He mad funny, son.
I think I might have seen Tim.
I think I know what you're talking about.
My man said, that's why you're a towel. I want to say, you're a towel. It was mad funny.
Yo, man, y'all are some high ass individuals, boy. My boy said I might have seen him.
Nah, I gotta watch it now.
All right, man. Listen, I know Anton about to get on my ass, so we might as
Wait,
well just.
what they ranting about? I need to.
We're not ranting about anything.
You say you're not ranting about anything?
No, I'm answering his question.
Yo, that's my man Towley. All he do is smoke weed.
Yeah, like, sorry, I think like you want to get high.
Mad funny. We didn't even get the helicopter. And would you look at the time? You came here, you had an hour. That was nice.
Listen, man, y'all got on my ass last week. You about to do this? You ain't about to run this shit back twice. We ain't about to run that shit back.
It's the theme song.
All right, fine. Give them a proper introduction. You know what I'm saying? My fault.
Mother of God, when you look at the time, when you came here, you had an
Y'all better
hour.
not say a word either.
Way better. That sounds
Right, it's like the proper intro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's one now.
Yeah, I swear people be thinking I'm mental when I'm dancing. Yo.
I can see that.
Bro, I was dancing one time. My grandma looked at me so crazy. She's like, boy, what the hell? Yo, man, we are back. Two sides to the coin. Not of the coin. To the coin. One of them niggas. To the coin. We are back. To the left, we got Special K. To the right, we got Anton. To the far right,
AKA Golden God.
a.k.a. the Golden God, a.k.a. the golden of, I would say gods, but I'm Christian. I
Oh,
love
you
God.
smoke too?
No. To the far right, we had a camera. We put him on camera. He does want to be on camera. There's a warrant out for him. We got Money Rock.
4 different states.
4 different states. Might be 5 after they hear this. They know the nickname. How y'all doing, man?
How y'all doing, man?
How y'all doing? How y'all
Gucci,
doing?
Is that a fact?
Huh?
Was that like a true story?
What?
The warrant?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's not cool, but I understand everything.
Yo.
Listen,
Alright.
man.
Gotcha.
How's everybody doing this morning? Other than high.
Wow.
I'm gonna move cautiously because, like I said, you know what I'm saying. Y'all got on my ass. I know Rock wasn't here last week, but he probably watched some of
Another
it.
good one.
Boy, these motherfuckers tore my ass up,
Yo.
and my family,
We didn't jump.
And my family.
and my family.
We
I
just
tried to-
defended ourselves. We didn't really.
It wasn't nothing to defend
attack
for
you.
y'all. I believe in a whole state. What about it?
No, it's mostly about that poor girl. Did you apologize to your ex, man?
Did I apologize to my ex? I told y'all she ain't rocking with me right now.
It's because you ain't apologized.
I can't apologize. She didn't give me a chance.
You know how to find her, man.
I do know.
You've
how to
seen the
find her.
movies where they got to do something
I ain't
with
doing
They
all
got to
that.
throw rocks at the
I ain't
window
doing all that.
Yeah.
in
I
the
ain't doing all
rain,
that.
in the middle of the night.
doing
Send
all
me a
that.
dollar and cash
You know what I'm
out,
saying?
bro.
I ain't doing
I'm
all
sorry.
that. I ain't doing all that.
Oh, okay. You ain't trying to.
What's the best way to win the ex back?
Oh, you trying to win her back?
What's the best way? Why we here?
Some real spontaneous-ish.
You got to acknowledge your
Like
wrongdoing
Yeah.
in the introduction. You got to say, hey, I know you ain't rocking with me right now, but I was thinking about you. Just wanted to say hi. I hope all is well. And then don't say nothing. Leave her alone.
So you can't pull the song out.
You can't. No, you got to leave her alone.
Don't do the song.
Leave her alone.
I can't bring the guitar.
You got listen. You got to plant the seed first.
That is planting the seed.
No, you trying to grow the whole tree immediately.
Yes.
Nah, plant the seed and walk away. Let it grow.
Damn. I can't wait on the seed, bro. 'Cause
I got a
sometimes.
different idea.
Okay, talk to me.
Me. I don't know.
It depends on what
You know
did
something?
wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking like it just depends on how mad I am. Like what?
That's
Okay,
why you
well-
can't. That's why you can't say nothing though. You gotta let it rock, cause then it don't sound like you trying to get it back. If she know that's the immediate intention, she gonna be like, "Boy, you got the wrong one." And she gonna do this with her hands. You know how the girls do when they mad. They do this thing right
it's
here.
over when they do
You
that.
got the wrong
Yeah.
one. Don't even be inbox. You might get screenshot. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta say, "Hope everything is
Yo,
well," and then
bro.
tell her bye before she get to say anything.
Bro, anybody here ever been screenshotted and see your screenshot on like social media?
Definitely not.
Nah.
Boy,
Have you?
But that's how you send voice
boy,
clips.
listen.
That's why you said voice because they can screen record.
You can
those.
screen record those.
I was,
What?
yeah.
Then you can't be. Then you can't even lie. and be like, yeah, somebody
Yeah,
hacked my
voice.
account. Like,
I
hey, yo,
can't
we hear
take
your
it.
voice.
I can't take it, no advice from Rock.
Wait,
Rock
did
could
you
have me
get-
all
did you
fucked.
Yeah, Rock will be fucked up.
Be on the phone.
Did you get screenshot?
He gonna be like, that
Yeah,
ain't me.
that's-
Like, yo, yes it is, bro.
That ain't me, son.
Bro, I got screenshotted and posted. That junk was so crazy, bro. This is the first time like I ever tried to
They
slide.
didn't scribble out your name and stuff?
Nah, straight
It was
to
like
it.
exposing.
Straight to it.
Oh, man.
Bruh, this was the
Oh,
first time I tried to
okay.
slide in the DM. I said some corny shit. I don't know what the fuck I said, but she was just like, "See, and that's why we don't fuck with corny niggas. This
Oh.
shit right here."
Like
Yo,
that.
what did you-
got caught like that while you know
Yo.
sad.
My boy, some dude hit me up in the box. He's just like, "Yo, man, you out here being corny and thirsty, bruh. This shit looking crazy."
So you knew her personally, or you just on DM?
I didn't know her personally. In regards, I know of her. I didn't know her personally.
You knew where she lived at?
Nah.
I'm about to say I wouldn't fuck that.
I was gonna say, why it sound like you about to go to the house?
Nah, man. But yeah, no, these relationships, they interesting. Probably won't get into one until about 2058.
Yeah.
58. If we make it that far, man,
Right,
Corona might
that's
kill
a
us
senior
all.
senior
Yeah,
citizen.
you know what Jordan
Well,
doing?
they say it's another planet floating around up there now, so you know, who knows what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah, they
We
said
might not make it.
They
Trump
said
building
the
that space force.
Yo, you feel me?
Yeah,
feel me?
Trump know.
Yo, they about to all be going. All the
Fuck
rich people
Trump.
gonna be living on that other planet.
said fuck Trump?
Earth
So-
gonna fall apart.
okay. I'm not as good as a segue with as my man Golden Guy, but you know, Ice Cube been out here plotting. Yeah, I know. What you
Yo.
feel about that platinum?
You think you trying to get a ticket to the motherfucking new planet?
I mean,
He
yeah.
rich already. He worth what, 250 million or something like that. He already on his way if that happens. So they feel like he useful.
That's
If
the
you got that
go-to.
kind of money, they gonna be like, yo, we need that basketball league and them funny movies again. Sir.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, Rock, that's your go-to. He black. Yo, that's the go-to.
But I just seen on Twitter that Lil Wayne posted a picture of him and Trump in support of Trump, saying that he's gonna change our nation.
That was Photoshop.
It was he.
It was a picture.
He
It
posted
was a
on
picture of
his
Ice
Twitter.
Cube and Wayne and Trump, or
It
Wayne and
was Lil
Trump.
Wayne and Trump.
Oh.
He just posted it on his Twitter.
So, what do you guys think is really going on with all these rich people trying to get with it? Like, what do you think is really behind that closed door?
More rich people trying to stay rich.
Yeah, trying to keep people down.
It's always been that way though. They always trying to figure out a way to stay rich and get more money. That's why, like, there used to be a lower class,
Look at
middle
that damn
class,
fool.
upper class.
Now they-
That middle class is almost going away. Like
Yeah, they
they're
poor
thickening that line
Hey,
between rich
fellas,
and poor.
I don't mean to interrupt, but look, what is Lil Wayne doing,
Look
bro?
at the damn fool.
Oh, Lil Wayne, I'm talking about that shit with Ice Cube.
Oh, he talking about the platinum plan. Apparently, he's talking about the platinum plan gonna get a community
Fuck Lil Wayne.
real ownership.
So he had
That's
too
what he
many
had to say.
drugs. I
Blah
don't
blah blah
trust
blah
him.
blah.
Yo, Lil Wayne's hair coming out crazy, bro. I know he's trying to
He
hide
looks
that
a
with the
fucking
hat.
fool.
But this what I didn't like though. So I saw the something on Twitter, and I guess people are mad at Ice Cube still. You know what I'm saying he's in support of Trump, and he was very clear saying, "Listen, I'm not about that life. I'm not into politics. I'm just willing to work with whoever's willing to work with me on this."
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
they pissed at him because people are like, well, what about, you know, the LGBTQ RSTUV community? And what about, you know, black women and et cetera, et cetera? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's a platinum plan that's supposed to help black people.
Yeah.
And the first thing y'all say is, what about us?
But you're black.
And you black.
Radical inclusion.
And I'm like, yo, like, why you trying to be so divisive when he just basically saying, it don't matter what social group you in, like, you one of us, and this plan is to back everybody. So I get pissed off at stuff like that, man, because it's a part of that Me Too nonsense again. And as soon as the first person say it, then you're going to have all these other groups like, yeah, what about us? What about me? What about me? And it's just like, yo, y'all all black, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, and I'm kind of going to defer to KO on this one, man, because, you know, you're a woman, you're a black woman, you're the only black woman in the room. I feel like I might be being insensitive to other people and their feelings, but I also feel like I'm right to be like, yo, y'all shouldn't even be worried about that right now.
Okay, high as hell.
I'm not high. I was
Like, I got no idea what's going on right now.
I was literally waiting until all y'all was done talking until I asked a question in regards to that.
It was like, Brady, come on, you better fucking work.
No, I just don't think people should be tripping that much, man. Like, if somebody walking
I got a
in this...
question.
Yeah, what up?
The platinum plan, are you a fan? Do you believe in it a little bit? Or like is it...
First of all,
fan of it?
before we get into it, that question, because that's a great question. I love it. Can we have a good explanation of what the platinum plan is for the people that don't understand, if we do know what it is?
A platinum plan is, for lack of better terms, it's a plan that's supposed to put black people in a better position to move forward in the country.
Black people specifically?
Black people, yes.
I didn't know it was black people specifically.
It's black people, yeah. And there's information in there, you know, percentages and breakdowns and things like that of where we fell short. Like, you could read it pretty much online. You got to post it. But in terms of things where we should be equal and we're not, and it's showing the percentage, the gap and things like that, the wealth gap, you know, interest rates for buying homes and stuff like that. And it's basically saying this is a plan to help us get, you know, level the playing field when it comes to these specific things. It talks about starting people out at birth with $1,000 kind of trust fund that they can only use towards like building businesses and stuff like that once they're 18. And if you're not using it for that, you don't get access for the money. So it's just a way to kind of financially help move us forward so we can do our own thing. Guaranteeing that certain programming, you know, on every channel, a percentage of the programming is dedicated to black people so we can expose more of ourselves and stuff like that to the world. And I thought it was obviously there's more that can go into it, and plans like that always get revised over time. But I think if anybody takes a look at it, the only time they're going to find an issue with it and be saying stuff like, well, what about us, is if they're not going into it thinking this is actually a good start for the black community. Because he's the first person who really, as far as I know, that stepped up since, you know, all this nonsense been going on, and stepped up and said, listen, everything is messed up. Here's a, you know...
He who?
Ice Cube.
Okay.
That's not Ice Cube plan, though.
That's what I'm trying to get.
That's not new Trump plan. It's not new Trump plan. And Ice Cube is just like, I'm willing to work with y'all if y'all willing to work with me.
It's Ice Cube. Ice
I
Cube
was
brought that
about to
to Biden, and then he
he
talked
bought
to Trump's
something to
administration.
Now he bought something to Biden, and then Trump came up with his own plan.
Donald Trump
they
has
worked
yet to
it out
formally put
together.
out a plan as far as I was
He's
concerned.
working with it. He's working on Trump with it, and that's what people was getting pissed off about, because Ice Cube was saying basically, I talked to his people, his representatives. They tried to talk to the Biden administration, and they were saying wait till after the election. So he went to Trump, being that, you know, whether you like him or not, he's the man in power, saying, yo, like, we need to sit down and talk about this. And Trump was actually willing to listen. And because Cube is actually willing to work with the man that's in power about changing some stuff that could be changed, people are like, yo, he support Trump.
That's how you look at it, but I see it like this. I'm not saying that he support Trump, but Trump is only willing to work with him because we are close to that election. He's behind in the polls.
I mean,
And
slavery was only abolished. Slavery was only abolished as a political move too.
Oh, I already know that.
So I'm saying, so that doesn't, just because it was done as a political move doesn't mean it can't move us forward. Like, you might say something about that person's character, you know, the reason why they're doing it, but are they actually doing it?
I wouldn't trust Trump.
I mean, I trust somebody who's willing to sit down and have a conversation more than I trust somebody, at least in terms of that particular thing. Trust him more than a person who's saying, yo, just hold off on that for a while. Because they might not even be in office.
Yeah, that's why I understand what Biden
So
said.
just hold on.
No, Biden might not be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
So he
understand
like,
why
hold
Biden
on.
like, hold on.
So sit down and talk about it first. You know, he got pulled. He a presidential, elect, or candidate. He got pulled. He can talk to other
We had
government
a
officials
Trump
himself.
segment real quick. We talked about the plan and all that.
So I just want to say that the problem is, and the biggest thing about this election and these two candidates running is that Trump has yet to put out a formal plan. What he has done, and you can go to his website and see the things he wants to accomplish along the way. But everyone has things that they want to accomplish along the way. The difference between a Trump website and a Biden website is that Trump will tell you what he wants. Biden will tell you what he wants and how he plans to achieve it. Now, I'm not in advocacy of anything. I'm just in advocacy of who would do better and who would do worse. And I feel like we've already seen what we can see in this platinum plan talk. It doesn't really belong to Trump. It's not really, and if it does, if it is, it's news to me. But besides that, the Biden plan, if anyone knows in regards to that, a couple of facts is like everyone already is on this tax break thing. So everyone already knows if you make over $400,000, you'll be taxed a large percentage. That's so people of poverty, not just blacks, if anyone cares about anyone else besides.
Everybody, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It lowers taxes for the poverty and it taxes the rich. But everyone already knows that fact. That's what everyone's mad at the moment. Another thing he plans on doing is being able to make school loans delinquish and or college free. And the way he plans on doing that is by kind of like community service, public service, in exchange for paying debt. So that's just another thing. Another thing he plans on doing is obviously expanding the Obamacare. He wants to change it to Biden care, but he plans on expanding that. It's just a number of things that help.
I got a question though, because this wasn't really about like a Biden versus Trump thing, but it looks like you kind of came to the defense of Biden in this situation. But if he's willing to put his own plan into action, why is he unwilling to sit down with Ice Cube and be able to expound on his plan, maybe incorporate some of those things from Ice Cube's, plan of action that could help move our specific community more forward?
Well, I don't have the question. I don't know if he's unwilling. I don't know what.
No,
he's
he was unwilling to talk to him at the moment. He's basically saying, "Hold on."
Yeah.
So why say hold on?
I don't know about anything about
so,
that. I don't have no answer, to be honest. I didn't know that.
So you're not to say angry in regards to everything, but you're just not in the understanding mindset as to why he's not trying to work with both sides, just in case Biden wins or
no. Cube is trying. He went to Biden first.
Okay.
And Biden was just like, "Yo, hold off, scrap. We'll talk to you."
Oh,
after
you're
the
talking
election.
from the Biden's point of view.
And then Cube
Okay, I thought you were
was,
talking
so
about-
after
okay.
Biden
Alright, that
pushed
makes
him off to the side, then he went to Trump, and people are pissed at him for even going to have a conversation with Trump. What people fail to realize is that whether we like it or not, Trump might actually still win the election. He
Yeah.
might still be the
That's a
president.
Yeah.
So what you want us to
My biggest
just
thing is
fall back for 4 more years and be like, well, we're not going to talk to him about that. Let's just sit and deal with this nonsense for 4 more years. Like, put fire to this man. Like, make him do something.
Yeah.
I mean,
you make a good point.
He talks to a lot of different. I don't know why it's Ice Cube specifically. He hasn't talked to, but he's talked to a lot of people of high stature, of black people in regards to the situation. But my biggest thing in regards to this whole the dynamic
I want
of
to know
this
why
election,
these ladies got mad at these gay people.
the dynamic of this election, right? So
What
we
I
have
missed?
this plan for black people, right? Specifically now, all of a sudden, as if the things that's going on today are brand new to society, to the world, or whatever. These things have been going on. So now that these things are in the front face, now you want to do things to benefit black people specifically. I feel like trying to kind of like exploit, trying to use that to your benefit because you've been president for 4 years. There was no black people plan. There was no discussion of a black person plan. There was no discussion of you in regards to helping the black community up until the light shines on your eyes. And
You know what
that's
happens?
I'm talking about.
You know what happens sometimes? What makes people change? Pressure.
And that's the difference between Biden.
And-
Biden is known for his diversity background.
Biden ain't the president right now.
But he's not.
So
but I'm just saying the
what I'm
difference
saying
between
is,
the two.
we can dislike Trump all we want. I don't care for neither one of them. But I'm experiencing Trump, and I've been since before he was the president. I was just like, yo, this man can't win. But I know he gonna. But I'm like, he can't win. He is under the most pressure right now.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's gonna be more. If he's smart, he's gonna be more inclined to listen because
Yeah.
he's under pressure. He knows that people want him out of the office. So if he actually listened to a certain group of people and say, you know what, maybe I'm doing this for myself, but it's gonna benefit y'all. I'm willing to take that benefit. I don't expect everybody who do something to me to do it out of the kindness of their heart.
You really
For
think
sure.
he's gonna do what he says he's gonna do?
I don't expect anything from any presidential candidate, but
Just listen. And
expectations lead to
see, the
disappointment.
thing with me is,
Oh, nope. You twisted what I'm saying. Expectation doesn't mean I think you.
Alright.
Oh, don't twist what I'm saying.
I-
I don't expect him to do it. That don't mean
Hold on,
he
Anton.
won't.
I got you. Hold on,
No,
Anton.
because he was about
Hold on,
to.
Anton. I got you.
Nah, because you was gonna say you just want him to listen. I'm just like, nah. I want everybody to listen. And if somebody's willing to step up and do something, regardless of the reason why they willing to step up and do it, give him a chance to do it. He the man in power right now, and he under the most pressure. So he the one that's gonna be more inclined. Obviously, with him saying I'm gonna listen to Q when Biden didn't. Biden feel like it ain't no pressure, and he gonna feel all the pressure if he
But-
lose.
So,
Alright, let me
so
just say
what
this,
about
please.
being
I just-
forced, basically, to wanting to do?
Are you gonna be
different
mad at
things?
cops if they get forced to stop killing us? Otherwise, they're all gonna lose their job. Or are you just gonna be happy that we all stop dying? You're just gonna be happy that we all stop dying, regardless of the reason why.
Yeah, but that's not
So-
the topic of discussion. I can't really. That's that. I have a whole nother.
It was just a-
theory
it was just a-
for that.
it was just
I
an
can't even
analogy.
really say I agree with the analogy because I have a whole nother theory.
It was
for
just
that.
an analogy. So you're put in the perspective of, you know, for some reason people want to care about Trump. They want to love him and stuff, and you don't have to in order for
that's
him.
not where I come from.
Know what I'm saying? In order for him to do something good or
told the
beneficial.
racists and the good old boys to stand back and stand by.
I saw,
I don't
I
trust
saw
them.
that. I saw that. I saw
Hey,
that.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
don't care who talking to who. I'm not fucking with Trump. Like,
You could, but you could be
Even
mad at
so,
somebody
my
with a
mother,
mean.
like, I
You could be
don't
mad
trust
at somebody
So-
that had a meanest face and still reap the benefits of some of their actions.
I'm not
me-
gonna trust any. I'm not gonna trust none of his actions.
Rock, so
I'm
let me
not
ask you
gonna
this.
put
Let
it-
me ask you this, though, Rock. Because Kay said it's super important to vote in general. Are you voting at all?
No,
Why not?
because my vote don't count.
Why
Why
not?
you feel like your vote don't
If your
count?
vote- Listen, if your vote counted, Trump wouldn't be the president right now.
I understand your dynamic
It's
in
called
regards to that, but I
electoral
feel like
college.
people are I feel like that's the opposition way of thinking. Like, yeah, you don't matter.
Right.
You don't have a say so in that. It's kind of like a traumatizing
Right.
thing.
You said your vote don't matter?
It don't.
Nah,
when
nah,
the last
nah,
time
nah,
New
nah,
York? When the last time this state got won by a Republican? Anybody?
I want to know. You tell me.
Ronald Reagan,
19... What was
like
that?
84,
Y'all do know how the electoral college work, right?
No, I don't know that.
and it was.
I don't know
both
about
of-
the electoral college.
We'll break it.
That's
down.
what. That's what.
We'll break it down.
That's what votes
So-
for the president.
There was actually.
Well, I know that. I just
when
don't know
Bill-
how that doesn't have
Who was it?
anything
I think
to
it
do
was
with the
George Bush lost the popular vote. That means more people voted for
Al
whoever
Gore.
it was. Yeah, Al Gore at the
Right.
time, and Bush won. He won because the states that he actually won they had more popular people, so their electoral vote meant more.
Probably people like the bigger states.
So yeah, like a Texas or a California. So their electoral vote, they have more electoral votes in those states. So let's say there's, just hypothetically, there's 8 million people in California, and you get 5 million of those votes. You're gonna win all the electoral votes in the state of California,
I see.
regardless. So, and then if it's in
I
the
see.
rest
That's
of the
why
country,
he's going so hard in Florida right now.
Right.
exactly.
So the bigger
it could be
states-
4 more states that you win.
Yeah.
Hands down, if all those states together don't equal the same electoral
It
votes
don't
in
mean nothing.
California,
Yeah.
and basically you can have more votes
Yeah,
and still
yeah.
lose a presidency.
But,
Yeah,
like,
you
it-
want to be able to
And
get the
another thing
bigger
about the
places
electoral
first out of the
college,
way before.
Most of the swing states in electoral
My fault.
college are old slave states in the Midwest
Mm.
that vote Republican now. That mostly vote Republican.
But-
That's how. That's
well,
how.
I'm not surprised about that. You know.
Yeah,
It's
and the
slave
electoral
states.
college was built on slavery. They
Yeah, that's
didn't
what I'm
want-
saying. Yeah.
But Rock, for real though, I would still vote. I know you said your vote don't count and
It
stuff
doesn't.
like that, but I would still vote in regards
For
to
what?
everything.
Listen,
Be-
you know what's you know the definition of insanity?
Doing something over and over again, expecting a different result.
I've been
You was
voting
reading
for the
that?
same people
No.
over and over
Decided
again,
that will.
expecting something to change, and ain't shit happen. My vote don't count.
All right.
You know why I knew
That's
Trump
it?
was gonna win? This is why I knew Trump was gonna win. We can stay right here.
Why do I think my vote count? It's just Damn, that's a good question.
That's a really
Because
good
you've been
question.
conditioned to believe so.
That's a. I thought I had an answer. Shit, thought I had a flat tire, nigga.
I have an answer, but I want to hear your answers first.
Give me a second. Let me actually think on that. To be honest with you.
Let's
are you
hear.
voting?
Let's hear what you have to say.
Are you voting though?
I would not disclose that information
Okay. I
until
respect
further
that.
notice.
I respect that. But do you think your vote counts?
I know my vote doesn't.
I know. You said you know it doesn't.
I know it doesn't count.
So for the same premise as him, or a different premise?
For the electoral, those same reasons.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Okay.
count. There's not enough of us.
Okay.
There's not enough of us.
Okay,
For it to
well,
count.
Okay, so I understand your idea on why a vote doesn't count. I think it goes beyond the vote. I think it goes in far as numbers for ourselves as black people. People don't expect us to actually get out and do anything or show up. Even if you feel like your vote doesn't count, you count as a number towards, people. And the more you show up,
So this is a psychological.
yeah, I feel like the
thing.
more you show up, the more they'll be able to see generation after generation that
Yeah,
black
but
people
look,
are stepping up
I
and trying to be a
think-
part
But
of
look,
stuff.
if we're all right, generation after generation, if we're all voting in the same state,
I
that's
feel
all
like-
we're gonna get is
But
that
I want
state.
it to be
Same
statewide.
thing.
I mean,
And also,
national,
too, to
you know
go
what I'm
So
towards
saying?
that
your
means
point,
we gotta
Ken?
move into these swing states. We gotta start migrating and moving
I
in.
mean,
and
we
start,
gotta do more. Yeah, I agree.
but
That's
And
what
it
I
got to
think.
be more of us.
Yeah,
But that's what I think.
that's the biggest
But I
thing.
think that's what needs
Gotta
to
be.
happen. So
And-
that's why I think we need to vote.
And I think that's probably going to be me as well too. Not the exact same lingo as what you said, but it's just because of the fact that when you look at it statistically, like black people in general, for some reason we have this weird stigma of just not voting.
Not doing that, John.
But we talk the most like, yo, man. these
And that's
cops
what they
ain't-
say about it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put
These-
our money where our mouth is. Like, I honestly, if it wasn't for me being so aware or so caring about the things that go on in the world, like 18, 19-year-old me, I wasn't voting. I didn't care. 20, 21, that's when I started realizing, like,
oh,
stuff is real.
yo,
And
that's
when-
what's crazy. Yo, the 18, 19-year-old,
Yeah.
I was crazy on voting.
You was?
Oh,
Cause
so
that,
wait,
that
so
age, you were
okay.
proud. You were like, yo, I'm old enough to do it now. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
a
I'm crazy,
difference.
but as I,
Cetera,
especially,
cetera.
I
I
didn't
think that
care about it.
nothing's going on, nothing's happening, nothing's changing.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you just vote for the presidency or my fault?
I voted
So,
in
but
local elections, president. I voted.
But that's what
So-
matters the most, though.
The local elections.
Okay, that's what I was about to
Yeah,
ask.
and that's
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 what I was
another
about to
thing
ask.
is even if you feel like because a lot of people just think of presidents as what you're supposed to be voting for. There's
Nah,
a lot of
yeah,
other
local
people on the
election.
ticket, and
No,
that's
it's
what
not
you
even-
should care about.
It's not even the presidential ticket because this presidential ticket is nothing but federal elections.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
your local elections.
Yeah. That's
No,
the
what
one that
really
makes a
counts.
difference. That's that.
But that don't really do too much.
But again, that's because we don't think it does much because we're not there to show them that
You got a better chance locally based on your population and the population of people who want that change. But what he's basically saying is that presidential vote, we don't have no say so over that. Honestly, we don't, as a people, we don't have no say so. They're basically saying, this is the evil I want you to vote for, or this is the evil I want you to vote for. Pick
if
an
we
evil.
don't have no say, so who has the
Pick
say
an
so?
idiot. The government or the people who control the government, they've always had to say so. Like
Why
if
was
you
that?
as a parent or as a babysitter or something like that, you say, hey, I'm gonna let y'all choose whatever chips y'all want, Doritos or Fritos. You ain't choose whatever chips you want. You chose whatever they chose whatever chips
The
you
options
held
you
in front
gave
of them,
them, yeah. I see what you're saying.
and you can't make them feel bad for saying I don't like either one of those. But we're making people feel bad for saying I don't like either one of those. So we're literally saying, well, choose anything to get Trump out of office, or choose whoever you think is less. Just choose.
Yeah.
You're not gonna force me to choose. I'm a grown man. I'll walk right by that booth and look at it and won't vote.
Think you care less because they're gonna change anyway.
That's how you feel?
That's how I feel.
That's how
I don't. Nobody's gonna try to force me and manipulate me. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, Rico. Shut that
Yo,
nigga.
that's what I was. But I'm saying nobody's gonna force me and manipulate me to choose something that they put in front of me and make me feel like I have to. No, I don't. I don't feel good about them.
Mother of God! Would you look at the time? When you came here, you had an hour. Now it's less. Hey! Hey! Hey!